In a world where effective communication is often the key to success, did you know that nearly 70% of people believe their voices are not heard? This common struggle can lead to misinterpretations and missed opportunities in both personal and professional arenas. Mastering the art of assertive communication is not just about expressing yourself. It's about transforming your relationships, propelling your career, and elevating your social influence. By embracing these techniques, you'll cultivate confidence and clarity in every interaction. Get ready to embark on a journey where your voice commands respect and resonates with authenticity. Stop being too nice. Break free from people-pleasing. Compiled and published by Verbal Charisma. Chapter 1: The Cost of Being Too Nice. Imagine attending a gathering where everyone else is sharing their opinions passionately, laughter soaring into the air, while you stand off to the side, nodding and smiling, afraid to speak up. You feel the pull of your desire to fit in and be liked, yet inside, a voice whispers that you're not being true to yourself. This scenario is all too common, as studies show that nearly 80% of individuals experience a hesitancy to voice their thoughts for fear of conflict or rejection. It's not just a preference for harmony, it's the heavy toll of being too nice, a silent thief robbing you of your authenticity and confidence. Being too nice often means prioritizing others' feelings over your own, leading to a cycle of people-pleasing that stifles your voice. When we define assertiveness, it becomes clear that this essential skill is about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and respectfully, without sacrificing your self-worth or accommodating others at your expense. Assertive communication is not merely about saying what you think. It's about engaging in a way that prompts meaningful connections and fosters mutual respect. When practiced skillfully, it transforms your interactions from passive or aggressive exchanges into constructive dialogues, establishing a rapport that encourages both understanding and collaboration. Consider Jane, an office manager who constantly volunteers for extra assignments, even when her plate is full. Though she hopes to please her colleagues and superiors, resentment begins to brew within her, leading to burnout and frustration. Conversely, think of Mike, who, after developing his assertiveness, confidently states his limits during a meeting, making it clear when he can contribute and when he needs space. The difference is stark. Jane's kindness, while well-intentioned, leaves her feeling undervalued, while Mike's assertiveness builds a healthier working relationship and boosts his confidence. To embark on your journey of assertive communication, start with a simple technique, the I feel statement. Practice expressing how you feel about a situation without placing blame. For instance, instead of saying, "You always interrupt me," try, "I feel unheard when my points are cut off." This shift allows for openness and invites dialogue. Next, work on setting clear boundaries. With each "no" you articulate, remind yourself of the value it brings to your life and to those you respect. Finally, use role-playing with a trusted friend to practice these skills in a safe environment. Imagine confronting a friend who repeatedly borrows your belongings without asking. This practical exercise will help you rehearse assertiveness until it feels natural. As you journey through this book, remember that every step you take toward assertiveness enhances not only your communication skills, but also your confidence and connection with others. Embrace these techniques, and you'll soon find that your voice deserves to be heard. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel Verbal Charisma for more insights that will empower you on this journey. Chapter 2: Why People-Pleasing Holds You Back. Picture Sam, a young professional who constantly bends over backward to make his colleagues happy. He brings in baked goods to the office, takes on extra tasks, and avoids confrontation at all costs. Yet, as time passes, he feels exhausted and unappreciated, while his ideas remain stifled. Research shows that over 70% of people struggle with the effects of people-pleasing behaviors, often leading to burnout and a sense of unfulfillment in their lives. It's essential to understand that people-pleasing holds you back from your true potential by obscuring your voice and undermining your self-worth. At its core, people-pleasing is the tendency to prioritize others' needs and feelings above your own, often at the expense of your well-being. It manifests in various ways, constantly saying yes when you'd prefer to decline, avoiding necessary conflicts, or blending in to fit the mold of what others expect. This behavior creates a facade that may foster temporary harmony, but restricts your ability to express your true self and to connect authentically with others. You become an actor performing a role, rather than an individual contributing your unique insights to conversations and relationships. For instance, take Anna, a diligent team member who avoids disagreement during project discussions. When a major decision is being made, she remains silent, fearing that her differing opinion might disrupt the group dynamic. As a result, she misses opportunities to influence critical outcomes. In contrast, her colleague Julia, understanding the importance of assertive communication, shares her perspectives openly. While it can be uncomfortable at first, Julia's willingness to engage in honest dialogue not only boosts her credibility but also enriches the team's discussions, highlighting the value of diverse viewpoints. To break free from the chains of people-pleasing, start by practicing self-reflection. Take time each day to sit quietly and ask yourself what you truly want in specific situations. It might feel strange at first, but when you articulate your desires, you're reclaiming your voice. Next, challenge yourself to say no when necessary. For instance, if a friend asks for your help on a project that stretches you too thin, try saying, "I can't take that on right now, but let's find another way to tackle it." This not only honors your boundaries, but also allows you to help without compromising your time. Engage in role-playing exercises to build your confidence. Pair up with a friend and act out scenarios where your true opinions need to be expressed. Start with low-stakes situations, like voicing a preference in where to eat, then gradually work toward more challenging discussions. You will find that as you practice, these conversations become significantly easier. Lastly, reward yourself for taking these risks, whether it's treating yourself to something special or simply acknowledging your progress. Recognize that every step you take towards assertiveness is a step towards falling in love with the authentic you. As you delve deeper into your journey, understand that overcoming the habit of people-pleasing will set you on a course to greater fulfillment in all aspects of your life. The techniques discussed here will empower you to reclaim your voice, paving the way for more genuine relationships and a confident, self-respecting persona. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, for more insights and practical techniques that will guide you on this transformative path. Chapter 3. Recognizing when you're being overly nice. Imagine a scenario where you're at a dinner party and everyone is discussing where to travel next. You feel a strong yearning to share your favorite destination, but instead, you smile and shrug, silently going along with the group's decision. Later, as you sit at home scrolling through photos of the place you love, you realize you sacrificed a piece of yourself for a moment of conformity. Research indicates that the majority of people struggle to find their voice in social settings, and the ability to recognize when you're being overly nice is crucial for authentic engagement. At its essence, recognizing when you're being overly nice means understanding the moments when your kindness shifts from genuine generosity to self-sabotage. This skill involves identifying the subtle signs of discomfort and unease that arise when you prioritize pleasing others above your own needs. It is essential because failing to recognize these moments can lead to feelings of resentment and disappointment, damaging your self-esteem and stifling your true identity. When you become aware of these instances, it allows you to break the cycle of people-pleasing and assert your true self, fostering healthier and more authentic interactions. Take Alex, for instance. During team meetings, he constantly agrees with his colleagues to maintain harmony, even when he disagrees with their decisions. This pattern leads to a lack of diversity in ideas and a growing frustration within himself. Now contrast that with Sam, who recognizes his tendency to be overly nice. After some reflection, he starts to express his thoughts more openly. When his team discusses a new project direction, he shares constructive feedback that sparks a rich discussion. By acknowledging his discomfort, Sam transforms the team dynamic and allows his voice to be a valuable asset. To cultivate this skill, begin by practicing active self-reflection. Create a habit of checking in with yourself during social interactions. Ask questions like, "Am I truly comfortable with this situation?" Or, what do I really want to say? This mindfulness technique allows you to gauge your feelings and helps clarify whether you're being overly accommodating. Next, engage in open conversations with trusted friends about your experiences. Share your thoughts on moments when you held back instead of speaking up, and invite them to do the same. This mutually supportive dialogue can provide clarity and foster awareness. You can also rehearse assertive responses to common scenarios where you might feel tempted to back down. For example, when approached to join an extra work project, practice responding with, "I appreciate the offer, but I have prior commitments that I need to prioritize." The more you role-play these conversations, the more natural assertiveness will feel. As you continue to explore this journey, recognizing when you're being overly nice will empower you to step into your authenticity and enrich your connections. Each technique is a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness and confidence. Embrace these strategies, and soon, you'll find your voice blossoming with clarity and strength. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, for more practical tips and insights to support your growth on this transformative path. Chapter 4. The Hidden Power of Assertiveness. Consider the scene of a bustling office meeting where ideas are shared and discussions flourish. In this environment, two individuals sit at the same table, one eagerly contributing thoughts and solutions, while the other remains silent, shrinking back into their seat. Research reveals that assertive communicators are often perceived as more confident and competent. Yet many people are unaware of the immense power that assertiveness holds in our personal and professional lives. This skill is about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs openly, honestly, and respectfully. A necessary foundation for building trust and fostering meaningful relationships. Assertiveness allows individuals to communicate their needs while also respecting the needs of others, creating a balance that promotes collaboration and understanding. When you engage assertively, you signal to those around you that your voice is just as valuable as theirs, paving the way for richer dialogues that encompass diverse perspectives. This skill is crucial not only for your self-esteem, but also for healthy interpersonal relationships. When people claim their space in conversations, they foster engagement, respect, and ultimately a stronger connection to others. Take Jessica, for example. In meetings, she consistently withholds her ideas, fearing conflict or rejection. This leads to frustration and a sense of invisibility within her team, diminishing not only her confidence, but also the group's collective creativity. In contrast, we have Mark, who has honed his assertiveness. When a project decision arises, he openly shares his views, inviting collaboration without hindering others. By expressing himself, Mark allows for a vibrant exchange of ideas, nurturing a more dynamic and empowered team. The contrast between these two individuals illustrates how the art of assertiveness can shape conversations and relationships profoundly. To develop your assertive communication, start by adopting the ownership mindset. When expressing thoughts, use I statements to take ownership of your feelings, such as, "I feel strongly that." This technique reinforces your perspective without sounding accusatory, transforming the tone of the conversation into one of openness. Next, cultivate active listening. Before responding, truly engage with what the other person is saying. Show that you respect their viewpoint and encourage mutual understanding. You might say, "I appreciate your perspective, and here's how I see it." This shows you value collaboration and are eager to find common ground. Practice setting small, low-stakes boundaries in daily interactions. For instance, if a friend continuously interrupts while speaking, calmly assert your need for uninterrupted time. Simply say, "I'd love to finish my thought before we dive into yours." This not only establishes your right to express yourself, but demonstrates your investment in the quality of your conversations. Finally, role-play potential scenarios where assertiveness can be practiced, such as addressing a fluctuating workload with your boss or discussing ideas with a close friend. These exercises serve to boost your confidence, enabling your authentic, assertive voice to shine through. As you embark on the road to assertiveness, remember that this skill is an ongoing journey. Embracing your voice will not only enhance your communication, but will also strengthen your relationships and self-worth. The techniques you've explored here are key to unlocking your potential. For more strategies to cultivate your assertiveness and empower your communication style, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we'll continue this transformative journey together. Chapter 5. Saying No Without Feeling Guilty. Imagine a situation in which you've been invited to yet another social gathering, but deep down, you crave a quiet evening at home. As the date approaches, you feel anxious about declining the invitation, worrying that your friends will be disappointed. This quiet yet profound struggle is all too common, as studies show that more than 75% of people struggle to say no, often leading to feelings of resentment and burnout. Saying no is a vital skill in maintaining healthy boundaries, allowing you to prioritize your time and energy while preserving important relationships. At its core, saying no without feeling guilty means asserting your boundaries while maintaining respect for the feelings of others. This skill is crucial for personal well-being. It protects your time and resources, ensuring that you are available for the commitments and relationships that truly matter to you. When you cultivate the ability to say no gracefully, you demonstrate self-respect and invite others to do the same, fostering relationships built on honesty rather than obligation. Consider Nina, who constantly agrees to every obligation, fearing rejection or disappointment from her peers. When her weekend is packed with unwelcome commitments, she feels overwhelmed and unfulfilled. Contrast this with Lily, who recognizes the importance of self-care. When invited to a last-minute gathering that doesn't resonate with her, she calmly communicates her need for personal time. "Thank you so much for the invite, but I need a quiet night to recharge," she says. By asserting her boundaries, Lily not only respects her own needs, but also sets a precedent for open communication among her friends. To practice saying no without guilt, start with the pause and reflect technique. When faced with a request that doesn't sit well with you, take a moment to breathe deeply and assess how you truly feel. Is this commitment aligned with your priorities? If the answer is no, respond with kindness. Rather than jumping into no, you might say, "Let me think it over and get back to you." This gives you the space to evaluate before deciding, making your eventual response feel more confident. Another effective strategy is the sandwich approach. Gently frame your refusal with a kind affirmation. For example, you might begin with, "I really appreciate you inviting me. Unfortunately, I can't make it this time." By acknowledging the person's invitation, you soften the blow of your refusal, making it clear that the relationship is still important. Role-playing scenarios can also build your skill in this area. Gather a friend and practice different requests, honing your responses until they feel natural, equipping you for real-life situations. Lastly, remind yourself of your values, write them down, and keep them visible. When a request arises, refer to this list. Understanding that every time you say yes to something that drains you, you are saying no to something that truly aligns with your passion will empower your responses. Embracing this mindset fosters confidence and clarity in your communication. As you learn to say no without guilt, you create space for genuine connections and self-respect, paving the way for a more fulfilling life. The techniques discussed will be instrumental in your journey toward empowered communication. For further practical insights and transformative strategies, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we will continue to navigate the paths of effective communication together. Chapter 6. Setting Boundaries That Command Respect. Imagine walking into a busy coffee shop, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafting through the air as conversations buzz around you. You approach the counter, ready to place your order, but as you stand there, someone cuts in front of you, dismissing your presence altogether. In moments like these, the power of setting boundaries becomes glaringly apparent. Studies show that individuals who establish clear boundaries experience less stress and greater satisfaction in their relationships. This essential skill is not just about saying no, but about articulating your right to be treated with respect and ensuring that your needs are acknowledged. Setting boundaries involves recognizing your limits and communicating them effectively to others. This skill is crucial because it helps safeguard your emotional and physical well-being. It functions as a protective measure in human interaction, allowing you to clarify expectations and maintain a healthy balance in your engagements. When you uphold your boundaries, you not only foster self-respect, but also encourage others to respect you in return, cultivating a culture of mutual understanding. Consider Sarah, who constantly finds herself overwhelmed with tasks at work, often staying late to accommodate others' demands. Each time she allows someone to interrupt her schedule without consequence, she sends a message that her time is less valuable than theirs. In contrast, we have John, who has learned the importance of setting boundaries. When he recognizes that his workload is becoming unmanageable, he assertively informs his colleagues, "I can contribute to this project, but I need to prioritize my other tasks so I can dedicate my full attention." By establishing this boundary, John not only protects his time, but also fosters a collaborative culture where others learn to manage their expectations. To begin developing this vital skill, start by identifying your boundaries. Reflect on the areas of your life where you feel overwhelmed or undervalued. Write down specific situations where you wish to assert yourself more. Once you have clarity on what your limits are, begin communicating them with conviction. For example, if a colleague frequently asks for your help during your lunch break, you might say, "I'd love to help you, but I need my lunch hour to recharge. Can we find another time?" This reinforces your boundary while offering a solution that respects both your needs and theirs. Another effective technique is the script method. Prepare simple phrases that convey your boundaries in different scenarios. By having a few go-to responses ready, you'll feel more confident when confronting situations that test your limits. If friends continuously push for plans you're not interested in, you can establish your stance by saying, "I really appreciate the invite, but I need to focus on my commitments right now." Role-playing these scripts with a trusted friend can enhance your delivery and comfort level. Lastly, visualize the outcomes of setting healthy boundaries. Picture how much lighter you'll feel when you assert your needs. Imagining the positive impact creates motivation to embrace this skill confidently. Each time you set a boundary, remember that you're fostering both respect for yourself and a healthier environment for those around you. As you embark on this journey of setting boundaries that command respect, be prepared to experience increased fulfillment in your relationships and life overall. The techniques outlined will empower your communication and build the foundations of mutual respect. Join me on this enlightening journey. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, for more tools to enhance your interpersonal skills and nurture your growth. Chapter 7. Speaking up without fear or hesitation. Imagine standing in a room filled with colleagues during a team meeting. The air is thick with anticipation as ideas are tossed around, yet one voice remains silent, yours. You have valuable insights, but as you glance around the table, you feel a wave of uncertainty wash over you, suffocated by the fear of judgment and rejection. This experience is far too common. Studies indicate that over 60% of individuals hold back during discussions because they fear their thoughts won't be welcomed. The ability to speak up without hesitation is a fundamental skill that opens doors for collaboration, innovation, and personal growth. Speaking up is about asserting your voice in discussions with confidence and clarity, regardless of the audience. This skill is incredibly important because it fosters effective communication and encourages diverse perspectives, enriching any conversation or collaboration. When you speak up, you not only validate your thoughts, but also set a powerful example for others to share their insights. It cultivates an environment where everyone feels encouraged to contribute, driving creativity and problem-solving. Consider the contrasting experiences of Maya and Kyle in the same meeting. Maya sits quietly, suppressing her suggestions because she believes her ideas might not resonate. She leaves the meeting feeling frustrated and unheard. Kyle, on the other hand, embraces the power of assertiveness. He observes the conversation, identifies an opportunity to improve a proposed strategy, and confidently states, "I see merit in this approach, but I think we could enhance it by considering." Kyle's willingness to speak up not only elevates his status in the team but also invites further exploration of the topic, showcasing how valuable contributions can shape outcomes. To develop your ability to speak up without fear, begin by practicing the 2-second rule. This technique encourages you to jump in quickly after the last person has finished speaking, fighting against the urge to overthink your contribution. When you feel the moment is right, let your thoughts flow without hesitation. You might say to yourself, "I'll express my thoughts before second-guessing them." This practice helps you build confidence by making your insights a natural part of the discussion. Another effective method is to prepare a few key points in advance for any meetings or gatherings. Jotting down your insights ahead of time can ease the pressure. Imagine a colleague shares a new concept, and you've previously considered its implications. You can interject with, "I had an idea related to that. Could I share my thoughts?" Preparation gives you a security blanket, ensuring you're always ready to contribute. Additionally, visualize your success before entering social settings where you might hesitate. Picture yourself confidently sharing your thoughts and the positive responses that follow. This mental rehearsal creates a sense of familiarity and reduces anxiety. Lastly, engage in smaller settings first. Start by sharing your ideas in a comfortable environment, such as with friends or family. As your confidence grows, transition to larger groups where your voice can spark valuable discussions. As you take these steps towards speaking up without fear, remember that your contributions are valuable and deserving of recognition. Each time you share your voice, you cultivate a habit that empowers you and enriches the interactions around you. Embrace these techniques and look forward to discovering the impact of your unique insights. For more empowering strategies that will transform how you communicate, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we will continue to explore the power of authentic expression together. Chapter 8: Stop Seeking Approval from Others. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, rehearsing your speech for an upcoming presentation. No matter how hard you try, a nagging voice in your head keeps asking, "What will they think of me?" This internal struggle is all too familiar. Studies reveal that nearly 80% of people are driven by the desire for approval, often compromising their own authentic selves in the process. The ability to stop seeking approval from others is a transformative skill that liberates you to express your true thoughts and feelings without the weight of external validation. At its essence, learning to stop seeking approval means recognizing your inherent self-worth and understanding that you do not need anyone else's endorsement to validate your opinions and choices. This skill is important because it allows you to build a genuine connection with yourself and encourages stronger, more honest relationships with others. When you relinquish the need for constant approval, you become empowered to express your unique voice, fostering a life where authenticity reigns supreme. Consider Emily, a talented artist who frequently seeks validation from friends and family before showcasing her work. She constantly alters her pieces based on their feedback, fearing rejection if she offers something too personal or unconventional. As a result, her art lacks the vibrant authenticity that defines her style, leaving her feeling unfulfilled. Conversely, Sarah embraces her distinct approach and showcases her work exactly as she envisions it, regardless of others' opinions. By chasing her own vision rather than external applause, Sarah not only feels liberated, but also attracts an audience that resonates with her artistry on a deeper level. To cultivate the skill of ceasing approval-seeking behavior, start with self-affirmation. Each morning, take a moment to affirm your values and strengths. Perhaps write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself or your work. For example, if you're preparing for a meeting, remind yourself, "I bring valuable insights to the table," reinforcing your confidence and commitment to authenticity. Next, practice the reframing technique. When you feel your thoughts drifting toward seeking approval, consciously reframe your mindset. Instead of asking, "What will they think?" transform it to, "How do I feel about this?" Take ownership of your choices and remind yourself that your validation comes from within. This shift encourages you to trust your instincts and assessments, nourishing your authentic self. Engage in role-play scenarios with a trusted friend, simulating social situations where you might feel tempted to seek approval. Practicing these interactions reinforces your ability to stand firm in your decisions while providing an opportunity to receive constructive feedback without compromising your authenticity. As you become comfortable with these scenarios, you will notice a growing confidence in voicing your genuine opinions. Finally, challenge yourself to share your ideas or creations without seeking early feedback. Perhaps launch a project at work or post something personal on social media with confidence, understanding that the act of sharing is powerful in itself. This practice liberates you from the need for validation and allows your authentic self to shine. As you embark on the journey to stop seeking approval from others, recognize that your voice matters just as much as anyone else's. By implementing these techniques, you will embrace authenticity and empower your interactions. For more valuable insights that will guide you toward true self-expression, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we will continue to explore empowering techniques to amplify your personal voice. Chapter 9. Confidence in Conversations and Conflict. Picture this: you're in a meeting at work discussing a project, and suddenly, tensions flare. A colleague passionately disagrees with the approach, and silence hangs in the air, each person hesitant to share their thoughts. Research shows that individuals who exude confidence in such situations not only speak up more often, but also earn greater respect from their peers. The ability to maintain confidence in conversations, especially during conflict, is a vital skill that allows you to navigate challenges gracefully while presenting your ideas assertively. Confidence in conversations is about projecting assurance in your thoughts and feelings while remaining open to the perspectives of others. This skill is essential because it fosters healthier communication, reduces misunderstandings, and turns contentious interactions into constructive dialogues. When you are confident, you are better equipped to advocate for your point of view, leading to improved collaboration and stronger relationships. Consider the contrasting scenarios of Ava and Noah during a team conflict. Ava often struggles to voice her opinions during heated discussions, contributing to a sense of frustration within the team. When conflict arises, she falls silent, feeling overshadowed by louder voices. Conversely, Noah embraces his confidence. When differing opinions surface, he expresses his perspective clearly and calmly, inviting others to engage in constructive discourse. Noah not only earns the respect of his colleagues, but also helps steer the conversation toward resolution. His approach exemplifies how confidence can transform conflict situations into opportunities for growth and collaboration. To develop your confidence in conversations, begin by preparing in advance. Before heading into meetings or discussions, identify key points you wish to express. Write them down and rehearse them aloud. For instance, if you anticipate a disagreement about a project, articulate your thoughts and practice addressing potential counter-arguments. This preparation fosters familiarity and boosts your confidence, equipping you to speak up with assurance. Another effective technique is the pause strategy. When conflict arises, allow yourself a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts before responding. This small pause conveys a sense of composure and demonstrates that you value the conversation enough to think carefully about your contributions. You might say, "That's a great point. Let me take a moment to consider and offer my perspective." This not only showcases confidence, but also encourages thoughtful dialogue. Engaging in active listening plays a crucial role in building confidence as well. When you listen attentively to others, it empowers you to respond more thoughtfully and assertively. Instead of simply waiting for your turn to speak, focus on truly understanding their viewpoints. For example, when a colleague expresses a disagreement, you can respond with, "I hear your concerns about this approach. Here's what I think." This demonstrates that you respect their opinion while confidently asserting your own. Roleplay can also be a powerful tool for enhancing your confidence in conflict situations. Pair up with a friend and simulate challenging conversations or debates. Practicing how to assertively express yourself in various scenarios helps you build confidence so that when real-life situations arise, you feel prepared and at ease. As you embark on this journey to cultivate confidence in your conversations and handle conflict with poise, remember that your voice is valuable and your ideas deserve to be heard. With practice and application of these techniques, you will become increasingly adept at navigating difficult discussions and inspiring those around you. For even more insights to further your communication journey, subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where you'll discover a wealth of strategies to enhance your confidence and effectiveness in every conversation. Chapter 10: Expressing Opinions Without Apology. Imagine a group of friends gathered around a dinner table, the atmosphere buzzing with laughter and animated conversations. Suddenly, a controversial topic emerges. While everyone passionately shares their views, one person, Sarah, hesitates, her mind racing with uncertainty about whether her opinion will be accepted. In situations like these, the ability to express your opinions without apology is an extraordinary skill. Research shows that those who share their insights confidently are not only perceived as more credible, but also tend to inspire deeper discussions and connections. At its core, expressing opinions without apology means confidently sharing your thoughts and perspectives without diminishing their value or seeking validation. This skill is vital because it fosters authenticity in communication and allows for richer exchanges of ideas. When you voice your opinions with conviction, it invites others to do the same, creating an environment of trust and open dialogue. This skill drives innovation, collaboration, and personal growth, enabling you to express who you truly are. Consider the experiences of two colleagues, Jake and Lisa, during a critical brainstorming session. Jake often prefixes his contributions with hesitant phrases like, "I just think," or "I might be wrong, but," which undermines his credibility. In contrast, Lisa, who has practiced this skill, confidently presents her ideas without qualifiers. When a challenging question arises, she stands firm, expressing her viewpoint without apology. As a result, Lisa's input sparks discussion and leads to novel solutions, while Jake's reluctance leaves his valuable insights unrecognized. To cultivate the ability to express your opinions without regret, start by reframing how you present your thoughts. Instead of leading with uncertainty, employ strong language that reflects your confidence. For instance, say, "I believe," or "my perspective is." When you assert your opinion with boldness, you set the tone for a more impactful conversation. Role-playing conversations with a friend can provide practice, helping you become comfortable with this assertion. Next, embrace the power of self-affirmation. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge your knowledge and experience. Write down 3 affirmations related to your voice and expertise, such as, "My opinions are valuable," or "I contribute meaningfully to discussions." When moments arise in which you feel apprehensive about expressing your thoughts, remind yourself of these affirmations to bolster your confidence. Engage in active listening. When you validate others' opinions, it reinforces your ability to share yours too. By attentively considering others' perspectives, you foster a richer dialogue and cultivate respect, making it easier to express your own thoughts. Prepare yourself for potential pushback. Anticipate differing opinions and practice responding assertively, standing behind your beliefs while remaining open to discussion. This approach not only fortifies your confidence, but also drives meaningful conversation. Finally, start with small, low-stakes scenarios. Share your thoughts during casual conversations, perhaps recommending a movie or discussing a current event with friends. As you practice this skill in more relaxed settings, you'll build the confidence needed to engage in more challenging discussions. As you progress on your journey toward expressing your opinions without apology, remember that your unique insights contribute immensely to the tapestry of ideas in any conversation. Embracing these techniques will empower you to articulate your thoughts with clarity and conviction, enriching not only your communication, but also your relationships with others. For more insights and practical advice on mastering your communication style, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we'll continue to explore ways to unleash the power of your voice. Chapter 11: Owning Your Time and Priorities. Imagine standing at a fork in the road, with 2 paths diverging before you. On one side lies a chaotic journey of endless obligations and hasty decisions, while the other offers a clear, purposeful route focused on your goals and desires. Many people find themselves overwhelmed by the demands of life, often neglecting their own priorities in favor of others' expectations. In fact, studies indicate that nearly 70% of individuals feel their time is being commandeered by external pressures. The ability to own your time and priorities is crucial for achieving not only personal fulfillment, but also success in any endeavor you undertake. Owning your time means taking responsibility for how you allocate your hours, ensuring that you focus on what truly matters to you. This skill is vital because it prioritizes your well-being and goals, allowing you to engage in activities that enrich your life rather than deplete your energy. When you confidently set your priorities, you create a framework for making conscious choices, fostering a sense of control over your life and empowering you to embrace opportunities that align with your values. Consider the story of Martin and Lisa. Martin perpetually fills his schedule with tasks dictated by others, stretching himself thin as he races from one obligation to the next. While he wears his busyness like a badge of honor, he eventually feels drained and dissatisfied. On the other hand, Lisa understands the importance of owning her time. She deliberately assesses her commitments, saying no when necessary, and prioritizing activities that rejuvenate her. As a result, Lisa not only excels in her professional life, but also finds time to nourish her passions, leaving her feeling fulfilled and energized. To develop this essential skill, start by practicing self-reflection. Set aside time each week to evaluate how you spend your hours. Ask yourself which activities bring you joy and align with your goals, and which drain your energy. This reflection will help you identify what truly matters and where changes might be necessary. From there, begin to create a prioritized schedule. Use a planner or digital calendar to allocate time not only for work obligations but also for activities that rejuvenate you. By visually mapping out your priorities, you'll gain clarity on how to dedicate your time effectively. Another powerful technique is setting boundaries. Communicate openly with family, friends, and colleagues about your availability and limitations. If you find social obligations overwhelming, kindly express your need for downtime. For example, when invited to a gathering that doesn't align with your current priorities, you could say, "I appreciate the invite, but I need to focus on my current projects." This assertiveness fosters respect for your time and encourages others to understand your commitments. Embrace the habit of what I call time blocking. Allocate specific blocks of time for essential tasks, such as focused work sessions, exercise, or personal development. For instance, if you want to cultivate a new skill, set aside dedicated time on your calendar and treat it as an unmissable appointment. This approach not only enhances productivity, but also fosters accountability in pursuing your goals. Finally, visualize your ideal day. Create a mental picture of how you want to spend your time and the priorities you wish to uphold. This process will motivate you to make intentional choices, guiding you toward a lifestyle that truly reflects your values. As you embark on the journey of owning your time and priorities, remember that you possess the power to shape your life in a way that fulfills you. By implementing these techniques, you can take command of your schedule, pursue your passions unapologetically, and enhance your overall satisfaction. To explore more empowering insights that will help you take charge of your life, subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we can continue this enlightening journey together. Chapter 12: Handling Criticism with Strength and Grace. Imagine standing on a stage, delivering a presentation that you've poured your heart into, only to have a colleague raise a hand and critique your work. The moment is heavy, and the weight of their words hangs in the air, leaving you wondering whether to respond defensively or accept their feedback with grace. Studies show that nearly 70% of people struggle to handle criticism effectively, often responding with either avoidance or aggression. Learning to handle criticism with strength and grace is an essential communication skill that can transform how you engage with feedback and improve your relationships both professionally and personally. At its core, handling criticism well means receiving feedback without letting it undermine your self-worth, while staying open to growth. This skill is paramount, not only for personal development but also for fostering constructive conversations. It helps you acknowledge differing perspectives while maintaining your own sense of integrity and confidence. When approached thoughtfully, criticism can serve as a powerful tool for growth, revealing areas for improvement and highlighting blind spots. Consider Sarah and Tom in a team review meeting. Sarah tends to take critique personally, allowing negative comments to erode her confidence. Instead of using feedback as an opportunity to learn, she withdraws from future discussions, fearing further judgment. On the other hand, Tom has acquired the skill of handling criticism. When faced with a critique of his project proposal, he listens intently, acknowledges the points raised, and asks for clarification before responding. His calm demeanor fosters an environment where constructive dialogue flourishes, allowing him to refine his work effectively. Tom's approach exemplifies the power of embracing criticism as a pathway to improvement. To cultivate the ability to handle criticism with strength and grace, start by shifting your mindset. When receiving feedback, remind yourself that criticism is not a reflection of your worth, but rather an opportunity for growth. Practice reframing negative comments into constructive advice. For example, when someone critiques your presentation style, rather than seeing it as a failure, consider it feedback that can enhance your public speaking skills. This mindset shift helps diminish defensiveness and opens you up to real learning. Next, develop active listening skills. When receiving criticism, focus intently on the speaker's words instead of preparing your rebuttal in your head. Maintain eye contact and nod to show understanding, and refrain from interrupting. By absorbing the feedback fully, you create space for a meaningful dialogue. After they've finished, paraphrase their points to ensure clarity, saying something like, "What I hear you saying is." This technique demonstrates your willingness to engage and opens the door for a collaborative discussion. Role-playing scenarios is another effective technique. Practice handling criticism with a friend or family member using specific situations you anticipate facing. This exercise helps reinforce your confidence in responding gracefully. For instance, if you're expecting feedback on a writing project, ask your friend to critique it so you can practice remaining open and composed while discussing their comments. Lastly, when faced with criticism, always express gratitude for the feedback received. A simple, "Thank you for your insights, they will help me improve," not only demonstrates maturity, but also fosters goodwill between you and the critic. This practice reinforces an atmosphere of respect and collaboration, inviting further constructive discussions in the future. As you embark on your journey of handling criticism with strength and grace, remember that every piece of feedback is an opportunity for development. Embracing this skill will not only enhance your communication but also strengthen your personal resilience. For additional insights and practical techniques that will empower you to navigate feedback fearlessly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, as we continue to explore and refine the art of effective communication together. Chapter 13. Building a Presence That Demands Respect. Imagine entering a room filled with people, where one individual stands out effortlessly. Their energy captivates the attention of others, and conversations seem to gravitate toward them. Often, this presence is a combination of strong communication skills, confidence, and charisma. Research shows that nonverbal cues account for nearly 93% of communication effectiveness, meaning that how you carry yourself can significantly influence how others perceive you. The skill of building a presence that demands respect is not merely about being loud or aggressive. It's about embodying authenticity and confidence that naturally commands attention and admiration. At its core, building a commanding presence refers to the ability to project confidence and engage others in a way that makes them feel valued and heard. This skill is important because it creates an atmosphere of respect and can profoundly impact your relationships and career, allowing you to influence and inspire those around you. When you possess a strong presence, people are more likely to listen to your ideas and engage with you meaningfully. Consider the contrasting scenarios of two leaders, Anna and Mike, at a community meeting. Anna enters the room with her head held high, making eye contact and greeting attendees with enthusiastic warmth. Her confident demeanor reflects a sense of authority, and as she begins to speak, she effortlessly captures the audience's attention. In contrast, Mike walks in with a slumped posture, shuffling his notes as he avoids eye contact. When he finally does speak, his voice is barely audible, and the audience struggles to connect with his message. Anna's commanding presence not only sets a positive tone for her message, but also galvanizes the group. while Mike's lack of engagement detracts from his message, leaving the audience indifferent. To develop the skill of building a commanding presence, start by working on your body language. Stand tall with your shoulders back, and project openness by keeping your arms uncrossed. This posture signals confidence and invites others to engage. When speaking, maintain eye contact to connect with your audience. It conveys sincerity and leaves a powerful impression. Role play with a friend to practice these nonverbal cues in a comfortable setting, honing your ability to project confidence. Next, focus on your vocal delivery. Speak clearly and at a moderate pace, using varying tones to emphasize key points. For instance, if you are sharing an important insight during a discussion, lower your voice slightly to draw the audience in, making them lean closer to hear what you have to say. Practicing your delivery in front of a mirror or recording yourself can help you become aware of your vocal habits, allowing you to refine your delivery to capture attention more effectively. Additionally, embrace authentic engagement. When in conversation, actively listen to others and provide thoughtful responses. For example, if a colleague shares an idea, encourage them by saying, "That's an interesting point. I'd love to hear more about your thoughts on it." This approach reflects not only self-assuredness, but also fosters a sense of respect and collaboration. Finally, cultivate the habit of self-reflection. After each interaction, consider how you presented yourself and how others responded. Ask yourself what went well and what could be improved. This reflection will help you refine your presence over time. As you embark on the journey of building a presence that demands respect, remember that this skill is within your reach. By implementing these techniques, you will enhance your communication style and empower your interactions. Your voice and demeanor can make a significant impact on those around you, inviting deeper connections and productive exchanges. For further advice and strategies to refine your presence and confidence, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we will continue to explore the transformative power of effective communication together. Chapter 14: Overcoming Social Anxiety and Self-Doubt. Imagine you are walking into a networking event, filled with strangers buzzing with conversation, their laughter spilling through the air, while your heart races and your palms become clammy. You feel like an outsider peering into a world where everyone else is comfortably engaging. Studies show that approximately 40 million adults in the U.S. struggle with social anxiety, a common but often debilitating challenge that can hinder personal and professional growth. Overcoming social anxiety and self-doubt is not just about dispelling those nervous feelings. It's about reclaiming your power and confidently engaging with new opportunities and relationships. At its core, overcoming social anxiety means finding ways to manage and mitigate the overwhelming feelings of fear that can accompany social interactions. This skill is crucial because it allows you to connect authentically with others, voice your opinions, and pursue your goals without the paralysis of self-doubt. When you learn to work through your anxieties, you open the door to personal growth, new friendships, and the ability to express yourself freely. Consider the contrasting experiences of two individuals, Lily and Ben, at a social gathering. Lily stands near the entrance, her eyes downcast, feeling paralyzed by her fear of judgment. When someone invites her into a conversation, she hesitates, worrying that her contributions won't be valued. In contrast, Ben has recognized his social anxiety, but has cultivated techniques to manage it. Although he feels nervous, he practices positive self-talk beforehand, affirming that his voice matters. When approached, he takes a deep breath and engages boldly, asking questions and sharing his thoughts. As a result, he not only makes meaningful connections but also builds his own confidence, paving the way for future interactions. To begin overcoming social anxiety, start with deep breathing exercises. When you feel the familiar tension rising, take a moment to breathe deeply, counting to 4 as you inhale and again as you exhale. This simple act of grounding pulls you into the present and helps calm your racing heart. Incorporate this practice before entering social situations to anchor yourself. Next, challenge negative self-talk. Often, anxiety stems from the internal narrative that amplifies your fears. What if I say something silly? Or, no one will want to talk to me? Instead, replace these thoughts with affirmations that reinforce your worth. Tell yourself, I have interesting ideas to share, or every conversation is an opportunity for connection. Practicing these affirmations can reshape your mindset and build resilience against anxiety. Another effective technique is visualization. Prior to attending a social event, take a few moments to visualize a positive outcome. Picture yourself confidently engaging in discussions, sharing laughs, and feeling accepted. This mental rehearsal prepares you emotionally for the experience, making it less daunting when you face it in reality. Additionally, start small. If larger gatherings feel overwhelming, seek opportunities to engage in smaller, less intimidating settings. Initiate conversations one-on-one or in small groups to build your confidence. For example, approach a colleague for coffee rather than diving into a crowded room at once. This gradual exposure will help you acclimate to social situations and diminish your anxiety over time. Finally, embrace the power of active listening. Focusing on what others say can take the pressure off you, reducing feelings of self-doubt. When you engage in a conversation, be genuinely curious and ask open-ended questions. This not only encourages deeper discussions but also allows you to connect without the burden of constantly worrying about how you're perceived. As you embark on this journey to overcome social anxiety and self-doubt, remember that the power lies within you to shift your narrative and reclaim your confidence. Each technique you implement brings you one step closer to flourishing in social situations, transforming anxiety into empowerment. For ongoing insights and strategies to further cultivate your social confidence, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, and let's continue this journey together, unlocking the communicator within you. Chapter 15: The Art of Persuasive Communication. Imagine standing at the front of a room, your heart racing as you prepare to present an idea that could change the direction of your team's project. You've got the facts, the enthusiasm, and a vision. Yet, as you start speaking, you notice a few skeptical faces in the audience. Research shows that effective persuasion increases the likelihood of acceptance by nearly 50%. The art of persuasive communication is an invaluable skill that enables you to express your ideas convincingly and transform skepticism into support. At its essence, persuasive communication is the ability to influence others' thoughts, feelings, or behaviors through compelling expression and reasoning. This skill is crucial because successful persuasion fosters meaningful connections, inspires action, and creates buy-in for your ideas. When you master this art, you not only improve your personal effectiveness, but also contribute to more collaborative and dynamic environments. Consider the contrasting experiences of two presenters, Rachel and Tom, during a crucial company meeting. Rachel stands confidently at the front and shares her proposal. While she provides data and insights, she lacks an emotional connection with her audience, and the presentation feels flat. Tom, on the other hand, understands that persuasion requires more than just facts. He engages his audience by sharing a relatable story about the problem at hand. He uses expressive language, gestures animatedly, and emphasizes shared values, transforming skepticism into enthusiasm. Rachel's solid ideas go unheard, while Tom's approach wins over his audience. To cultivate the art of persuasive communication, begin by understanding your audience. Research them before presenting your ideas. Gain insight into their motivations, values, and concerns. For instance, if you're addressing a group of colleagues focused on efficiency, you might highlight how your proposal saves time and resources. Knowing your audience allows you to tailor your message, making it more relevant and compelling. Next, master the power of storytelling. Stories have an inherent ability to captivate and engage listeners emotionally, making your message memorable. When proposing an idea, weave in a personal narrative or relevant anecdotes that illustrate the problem and your proposed solution. Imagine introducing a new strategy by recounting a challenging experience you faced and how you overcame it through collaboration. This narrative approach helps foster empathy and connection. In addition, practice clarity in your expressions. Use simple, straightforward language to convey your points. Complex jargon can create barriers and confuse your audience. For instance, instead of saying, "We need to synergize our efforts," opt for, "Let's work together to achieve our goals." This clarity enhances understanding and keeps the focus on your central message. Another powerful technique is the use of compelling visuals. Incorporate images, graphs, or videos that resonate with your message. A striking visual can illuminate your point, drawing attention and making it more impactful. For instance, if discussing the importance of environmental sustainability within your workplace, showcasing stunning imagery of nature can provoke an emotional response and spark support for your initiatives. Finally, employ the reciprocity principle. When you engage others by acknowledging their contributions and inviting their input, you foster a sense of shared ownership. This strategy encourages collaboration and influences them to reciprocate by being more supportive of your ideas. For instance, during a brainstorming session, involve others by saying, "What are your thoughts on this approach?" By creating an inclusive atmosphere, you empower others and strengthen your persuasive impact. As you embark on mastering the art of persuasive communication, remember that this skill opens doors to influence and connection. Each technique you implement will elevate your ability to communicate your ideas effectively, inspiring others to join your vision. Prepare to embrace these strategies, and for more profound insights into persuasive techniques, subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma. Together, we will continue to explore the enriching world of communication and empower you to become a master persuader. Chapter 16: Mastering the Power of Silence. Imagine a conversation where one person dominates the dialogue, their words flowing like a river, while the other listens intently, perhaps waiting for an opening to speak. Suddenly, the speaker pauses, and in that moment of silence, tension fills the air, and the listener feels compelled to respond. What you might not realize is that this silence holds tremendous power. Research indicates that strategic pauses can enhance the impact of communication, making interactions more engaging and memorable. Mastering the power of silence is an essential skill that not only transforms conversations but also influences how you are perceived by others. At its core, the power of silence refers to the ability to utilize pauses effectively in communication. This skill is crucial as it allows you to create emphasis, encourage reflection, and invite deeper engagement. When employed appropriately, silence serves as a tool that can enhance your message's impact, fostering a more dynamic and thoughtful interaction. It enables you to express confidence and authority, as well as encourages your listeners to process information and articulate their thoughts. Consider the experiences of two speakers, Emma and Daniel, during a public presentation. Emma frequently fills every moment with chatter, leaving no room for audience interaction. Despite her extensive knowledge, her constant talking diminishes engagement as the audience struggles to keep up. In stark contrast, Daniel deliberately incorporates pauses throughout his presentation, allowing his points to resonate and giving his audience time to absorb his insights. By doing so, he creates space for questions and reflections, ultimately leading to a more vibrant conversation. Daniel's use of silence elevates his presentation, encouraging connection and engagement. To develop the skill of mastering silence, begin by practicing mindful awareness. During conversations, consciously identify moments when you might feel compelled to fill silence. Instead, take a deep breath and allow for a pause. This practice cultivates a sense of presence and helps you become comfortable with stillness. For instance, if you're in a meeting and someone poses a question, instead of immediately jumping in with an answer, take a moment to thoughtfully consider your response. This pause illustrates confidence and demonstrates that you value the question. Next, use silence strategically to emphasize key points. When delivering important information, speak and then pause. This technique allows your audience to digest what you've said before moving on. For example, if you're presenting a compelling statistic, stating it followed by a brief silence draws attention to the figure and amplifies its significance. Try rehearsing this technique in practice scenarios, noting how it shifts the dynamics of engagement. In addition to verbal pauses, be mindful of nonverbal silence. Your body language plays a crucial role in communication. Maintain eye contact during these moments of silence, signaling confidence and inviting others to share their thoughts. Utilize gestures, like nodding or leaning slightly forward, to convey that you are actively engaged, even while allowing for a moment of reflection. Role-playing scenarios can also enhance your comfort with integrating silence. Partner with a friend and engage in a simulated conversation where you intentionally use pauses and silence. Discuss a topic of interest and observe how this strategic use of silence impacts the flow of conversation. This practice allows for real-time feedback and greater familiarity with the technique. As you embark on the journey of mastering the power of silence in your communication, remember that its impact lies in the balance between speaking and stillness. By incorporating these techniques into your interactions, you will find your conversations becoming more meaningful, impactful, and engaging. For more insights and strategies to refine your communication skills and harness the true power of silence, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we continue to explore the transformative potential of effective communication together. Chapter 17: Charismatic Body Language and Vocal Tone. Imagine walking into a room where the air crackles with energy, and at the center is someone who effortlessly draws attention. They may not be the loudest voice, but their poise and presence resonate powerfully. Research has revealed that over 90% of effective communication relies on nonverbal cues, making body language and vocal tone essential components of charisma. By mastering these elements, you can transform how others perceive and respond to you, creating deeper connections and more impactful interactions. Charismatic body language encompasses gestures, facial expressions, posture, and eye contact, all of which convey confidence and engagement. Your vocal tone, its pitch, volume, and rhythm, plays an equally vital role, impacting how your words are received. Together, they form a cohesive communication style that draws people in and keeps them engaged. This skill is significant because it fosters trust, demonstrates authority, and opens the door for meaningful dialogues, allowing you to connect with others on a more profound level. Consider the contrasting experiences of Mia and David at a networking event. Mia stands off to the side, arms crossed and glancing at her phone, projecting uncertainty and disinterest. When she does speak, her voice is soft and hesitant, lacking conviction. As a result, people are drawn to others who exude confidence. David, on the other hand, approaches the room with an open posture and engaging eye contact. When he converses, his voice is warm and steady, with a slight enthusiasm that invites others in. David's charismatic presence attracts connections, while Mia's closed-off demeanor leaves her feeling isolated. To develop charismatic body language, start by focusing on your posture. Stand or sit tall, with your shoulders relaxed. This simple adjustment signals confidence and openness. Practice this in front of a mirror, making sure your posture reflects how you wish to come across to others. You can also incorporate purposeful gestures while speaking. Using your hands to emphasize points adds dimension to your words and helps maintain engagement. For instance, if you're discussing a project, illustrate your ideas with natural movements that mirror your excitement and intent. Next, enhance your eye contact. This powerful tool establishes connection and trust. When conversing, aim to maintain eye contact about 60 to 70% of the time. It can feel intimidating at first, especially in larger groups, but practice by engaging someone one-on-one or in small groups. When they speak, nod and maintain eye contact to show you are present and invested in the conversation. Vocal tone is equally crucial in expressing charisma. Pay attention to your pitch and volume. Aim for a steady, moderate volume that conveys confidence without overpowering others. Experiment with the rhythm of your speech. Altering your pace can create interest and maintain attention. For example, slow down when delivering key points and elevate your tone slightly when expressing enthusiasm. Recording yourself while practicing can provide insight into your vocal habits, helping you identify areas for improvement. Lastly, engage in role-playing exercises. Partner with a friend and take turns sharing ideas while the other provides constructive feedback on body language and vocal tone. This practice allows you to refine your delivery in a supportive environment, ultimately boosting your confidence. As you embark on the journey of mastering charismatic body language and vocal tone, remember that these elements are tools you can use to enhance your communication, effectiveness, and presence. By incorporating these techniques, you will find that your interactions become more engaging and impactful. For additional strategies and insights into mastering your communication style, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we continue to explore the pathways to becoming a more engaging and charismatic communicator. Chapter 18. The Mindset Shift to Unshakable Confidence. Imagine standing at the edge of a diving board, staring down into the deep blue water below. Your heart pounds and self-doubt whispers, "What if I fail?" But then you take a deep breath, recall the joy of finishing a dive, and leap. This moment encapsulates the essence of unshakable confidence, the ability to confront fear and take decisive action despite uncertainty. Research indicates that confidence enhances performance in communication, elevating both your credibility and the impact of your message. Learning to reshape your mindset toward unshakable confidence is key to expressing yourself authentically and conquering challenges. At its core, unshakable confidence is the belief in your abilities and worth, regardless of external circumstances. It is an inner strength that fuels your interactions and decisions, allowing you to approach various situations with ease. This skill is vital because confidence invites engagement, inspires others, and creates an empowering atmosphere that encourages open dialogue. When you embody unshakable confidence, you not only illuminate your path but also inspire those around you to step into their power. Consider the experiences of two individuals during a job interview. Mia and Jake. Mia struggles with self-doubt, often preparing for weeks yet feeling anxious and unfocused when it's time to present herself. In an interview, her uncertainty translates into timid replies and hesitance, diminishing her perceived qualifications. On the other hand, Jake embraces his confidence. Although he prepares diligently, he enters the room understanding that he is worthy of the opportunity being presented. He speaks clearly, shares experiential anecdotes, and engages confidently with the interviewers. His assuredness radiates, leaving a lasting impression, while Mia's anxiety holds her back. Unshakable confidence transforms Jake's experience into a successful encounter. To cultivate unshakable confidence, start by reframing negative self-talk. When feelings of doubt arise, consciously challenge those thoughts. Replace statements like, "I'm not good enough," with affirmations such as, "I bring unique skills to the table." Write down affirmations, display them in your space, and recite them daily to reinforce this positive mindset. Another technique is visualization. Before entering challenging environments, be it a presentation, meeting, or social gathering, take a moment to visualize yourself succeeding. Imagine walking confidently into the room, engaging with others, and expressing your ideas with clarity. This mental exercise conditions your mind to expect positive outcomes, enhancing your overall performance. Engage in the practice of power poses. Research indicates that standing tall with your shoulders back for just 2 minutes can significantly boost your confidence levels. When preparing for an important task, find a quiet space where you can embody this physicality, holding your body in a powerful stance. This simple technique activates feelings of confidence, helping you approach challenges with a strong presence. Seek feedback from trusted friends or mentors. Constructive feedback is an opportunity to learn and grow, reinforcing your capabilities. When you receive praise, take it to heart, acknowledging your strengths. This practice helps cultivate a realistic perception of your confidence, allowing you to appreciate your abilities fully. Finally, undertake small challenges that allow you to step out of your comfort zone regularly. Whether volunteering to lead a meeting or initiating a conversation with someone new, these incremental experiences build your confidence over time. Each successful engagement acts as a building block, reinforcing your self-assurance. As you embark on the journey to develop unshakable confidence, recognize that your thoughts shape your reality. Employ these techniques diligently, and you will find that your mindset transforms, empowering you to navigate life's challenges with grace. For more insights and inspiring techniques to cultivate your confidence and communication prowess, remember to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, as we continue to unlock the boundaries of your potential and enhance your journey toward effective communication. Chapter 19. Reinventing Yourself as a Strong Communicator. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that you have an incredible opportunity to reinvent yourself, much like an artist reworking a canvas to create something beautiful and meaningful. Every brushstroke represents a decision, each color a different aspect of your personality and skills. This transformative power is not just a fantasy, it is entirely within your grasp. Studies indicate that effective communication skills can lead to better relationships and career opportunities, with 85% of professionals attributing their success to strong communication abilities. When you decide to reinvent yourself as a strong communicator, you will unlock countless doors to personal and professional growth. Reinventing yourself as a strong communicator means consciously developing the skills necessary to express your thoughts, feelings, and ideas effectively and authentically. This skill is essential because it enables you to better connect with others, influence and inspire those around you, and navigate social dynamics with confidence. Strong communicators can forge connections that lead to collaboration and camaraderie by combining verbal and nonverbal cues that resonate with their audience. Take the story of Sarah and Alex. Sarah has long struggled with communication, often shrinking back in conversations, unsure of how to articulate her thoughts. She misses opportunities to share her insights, believing that her voice isn't worthy of being heard. Conversely, Alex has chosen to explore his potential as a communicator. He actively seeks feedback and practices speaking in front of groups. When faced with an opportunity to present at a conference, he embraces the challenge, utilizing all the techniques he has cultivated to articulate his ideas persuasively. While Sarah's hesitation leaves her feeling isolated, Alex's transformation rewards him with collaboration and newfound respect from his peers. To begin reinventing yourself as a strong communicator, start by practicing active listening. This means fully engaging with the person speaking to you, maintaining eye contact, and demonstrating genuine interest in their thoughts. For example, during a conversation, nod to acknowledge their points, paraphrase what they say, and ask thoughtful follow-up questions. This approach will not only enhance your conversational skills, but also create a sense of connection and empathy with your interaction partner. Next, work on expanding your vocabulary and clarity. A rich, varied vocabulary will enable you to express your thoughts more effectively and engagingly. However, clarity is equally important. Avoid using jargon or overly complex phrases that may alienate your audience. For instance, when explaining a concept to someone unfamiliar with the subject, simplify your language while ensuring your key messages remain intact. Another powerful technique to elevate your communication skills is to practice public speaking. Join local groups such as Toastmasters or participate in workshops that challenge you to speak in front of others. Practicing public speaking will help you refine your delivery, develop your confidence, and receive valuable feedback, all crucial for your ongoing reinvention. Additionally, record yourself speaking on various topics, and then play back the recordings to identify areas for improvement. Note your vocal tone, pacing, and body language. This self-reflection allows you to consciously assess and adjust your communication style as needed. Lastly, always embrace a growth mindset. Understand that reinventing yourself requires time and practice. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and remain open to continuous learning. By committing to your development and applying these techniques, you will gradually transform into a confident and strong communicator. As you journey through the process of reinventing yourself, remember that every step you take brings you closer to a powerful version of yourself that resonates with others. Embrace these techniques, and you will find your unique voice and style emerging brightly. For additional insights and strategies to further enhance your communication skills, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we will explore the next stages of your transformation together. Chapter 20. Living Authentically, Fearlessly, and Free. Imagine standing on top of a mountain, the winds swirling around you as you bask in the expansive view, feeling a profound sense of freedom as you breathe in the crisp air. This moment symbolizes living authentically, unencumbered by the expectations of others, fully embracing your true self. Studies show that individuals who align their actions with their values report higher levels of happiness and fulfillment. Living authentically, fearlessly, and free is not just idealistic, it is a practical approach to life that enriches your communication and relationships with others. At its core, living authentically means aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your true values and identity. It is about shedding the layers of societal expectations and self-imposed limitations to reveal who you genuinely are. This skill is crucial because it fosters genuine interactions, builds trust, and attracts authentic connections. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same, creating an environment where everyone feels empowered to express their true selves. Consider the contrasting lives of Oliver and Grace in their workplaces. Oliver constantly modifies his opinions to please his superiors, avoiding conflict at all costs. While he is seen as agreeable, he often feels empty and disconnected from his true voice. On the other hand, Grace confidently expresses her thoughts and insights during team discussions, even if it means risking disagreement. She welcomes constructive criticism and engages in meaningful discussions, which leads to a collaborative team atmosphere. Grace's authenticity earns her respect and establishes deeper connections with her colleagues, illustrating the power of living fearlessly and free. To begin embracing this transformative way of living, start by defining your core values. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you, whether it's honesty, creativity, community, or personal growth. Write these values down and keep them visible as a daily reminder of your principles. This practice provides clarity, guiding your decisions and actions to align with your authentic self. Next, practice vulnerability in your interactions. Vulnerability fosters authenticity. It allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. Share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, even when it feels uncomfortable. For example, if a friend asks for your opinion on a matter, share your perspective openly and honestly, acknowledging any fears or concerns you might have about being judged. This honesty not only strengthens your relationships, but also empowers others to share their true selves. Additionally, become conscious of the language you use. Swap phrases that reflect self-doubt, like, "I think," or, "Maybe I shouldn't say this," with more assertive language. Instead of saying, "I think this might work," express yourself clearly, "I believe this approach will be effective." This simple shift boosts your confidence and reflects a commitment to authenticity. Engage in self-reflection regularly, assessing your actions and whether they align with your values. Ask yourself questions like, "Did I express my true feelings today?" Or, "Was I honest in my interactions?" This personal inventory helps you take ownership of your choices and empowers you to make adjustments where necessary. Finally, surround yourself with people who encourage authenticity. Engage with individuals who celebrate who you are and challenge you to express yourself fearlessly. Join communities that share your interests or align with your values, fostering an environment where you feel safe and supported in being your true self. As you embark on this enlightening journey of living authentically, fearlessly, and freely, remember that the most fulfilling life is one lived in alignment with your true self. By applying these techniques, you will find greater joy in your daily interactions, build meaningful connections with others, and inspire those around you. For further insights and strategies to cultivate a life of authenticity, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Verbal Charisma, where we will continue to navigate the beautiful journey of self-expression and effective communication together. As we reach the conclusion of our journey through the realms of effective communication, remember that each skill you've explored has the power to transform your interactions and elevate your confidence. From mastering assertiveness to embracing authenticity, these techniques invite you to engage with the world fearlessly. Embrace the opportunity to reinvent yourself and practice these skills daily, knowing that every conversation has the potential to build deeper connections and inspire change. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Your commitment to personal growth is commendable. Now, I encourage you to take immediate action. Apply what you've learned and watch as your communication flourishes. Together, let's make strides toward a more empowered version of ourselves. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Verbal Charisma channel for more enriching content designed to enhance your journey of self-expression and connection.